All right, folks, I am in DC right now in Northeast, just down from the Capitol. I was planning on coming out and getting some snow shots, but it sort of stopped snowing against the forecast, which I guess is kind of one of those things where you really just cannot trust the weather, folks. So anyway, I'm going to try to get some cool pictures and we'll see what happens. I'll be out for a little bit. It's totally different conditions than what I thought, a completely different plan than what I thought it was going to be, but I'll go through everything. I'm actually going to switch over to my GoPro and we'll go from there. Check it out. All right, I am back and I'm on East Capitol Street in Northeast DC right now. So I've switched up here. I was on my iPhone before and I've switched up actually to my GoPro, which is actually shoulder mounted on my backpack here. So we'll see how all that video turns out. It's a little different than the chest harness. I'm wondering how some of the stabilization is going to work and some other things. You know, I just want to test a few things out. So I'm out with my Canon T7 right now, and right now I'm rocking my 18 to 55 millimeter lens, which is just the kit lens. I say just the kit lens, but it's actually got a pretty good range of just focal length ability, especially for somebody really just trying to get into photography. 18 to 55, especially for if you're not doing too much landscape photography, it's really going to be, I think, a good choice. It's really going to get you through a lot. I know people will talk a lot about gear and things that they say that you need, or they really want to make, you know, just kind of make you feel like you need certain things. But I found that in general, you know, photography can happen anywhere, and it really just depends on your eye for what you're looking for. You know, one of my favorite things to do is get stuff off of center line. So like, especially with quarantine, when there's nobody in the street like this. I mean, you know, I'm in Northeast DC. I mean, I'm literally just looking straight down at the Capitol here. And, you know, I'll post these photos later. But you could just be out here. It's amazing to be able to get some of this stuff. And, you know, whether it's through the alleyways, and this is pretty cool here. And then take this off and try to use some of this to get some of the reflections. And let's just balance that out. You know, I'm just trying some new stuff and trying to figure that out and see how it ends up working. I'm gonna apologize in advance if the just the footage on from the GoPro doesn't come out very well. It's on the shoulder strap. It's not really designed. It's not really designed to be some sort of mounted amazingness. I'm just trying it out. I'll tell you what I am going to try out right now is I'm going to try to put my gloves on because it's cold out here. Let's check and see, what is it right now? It's currently 36 degrees, and yeah, I don't need this in my life. I need to be a little bit warmer. But the nice thing is, it makes it even easier because there are fewer people out than even would be normally. Oh, excuse me. So it just gives me an option to work on some different things just from different angles. Yeah. So we're working with some pretty cool stuff here. Well, these are bangers, folks. I'm shooting in landscape mode. This is one of the presets on most cameras. I mean, you'll have that. And I have certainly been trying to fool around with moving it into manual mode, bumping the ISO, changing the shutter speed and other things like that. But right now I'm mostly just trying to get out and master just, you know, seeing things and getting different angles and just making all of that come together. And you know, you just really never know exactly when that's going to happen. It just, you're never quite sure. Yeah, these are some cool shots, and we're just going to walk as far as we can, I think, up to the Capitol, and then, you know, I think it's pretty cool, like almost amazing, some of the shots that you can get sort of just long ways down the street. The sidewalks using just the different lighting. Oh wow, these folks have a little snow bubble outside. So I'm controlling. So okay, so while I'm kind of walking through some of the stuff, I'll just talk through some more the gear. So I'm using my GoPro. I am using the Hero 7 Black. I know that we're up to the GoPro 9 now, and the GoPro, that one is the one that has the front-facing screen, which is pretty cool. That just lets you sort of frame yourself, like you flip it around, you need to do selfies and stuff. And for people who like to do Instagram and just more content creation, people who love to look at themselves on camera, that kind of stuff is really important. So I totally get that. I use it mostly for my biking videos, so I don't need it too much for that. And then how does one frame this tree here with this building? Well, probably from somewhere over there. So, what else? Let's see. So some people have asked about, or some people wondering, you know, so I have another camera that I use. It's a Nikon D90. It's an older DSLR, but make no mistake, it's no less capable. In some instances, I think it actually takes better, more accurate pictures, I think, than my Canon here. But it's been fun using a Canon because I have a few other friends and folks who shoot on a Canon, and to be able to collaborate with them and work with them, you know, maybe swap a lens or just get some different ideas. It makes it a little bit easier working within the same ecosystem. So I'll just openly admit to that. I haven't necessarily found a preference over one of the cameras. Just that the T7 is obviously much newer. It's a brand new camera. And like I said, the Nikon D90, it's just an older camera. So it doesn't have all of the same features. But I mean, I think until you really get into some of the you know, some of the other Wi-Fi and connection stuff, it just doesn't matter all that much. So you just gotta kind of find what works for you and what you're interested in, and then just figure it out. But yeah, so I'm coming up on the Capitol now. There's a couple more shots I think that I'm gonna be able to get. Yeah, sneak the trash can in there real fast. And then maybe an upshot of this cool little, whatever they're calling it, pharmacy. Oh yeah, that's like shooting from the hip. All right, we are coming up on the Capitol. I know I take a lot of pictures of the Capitol, but, well, it's just a beautiful and iconic building, so why not? Why not? So we'll do a couple different things here. Let's see if we can frame this. Oh yeah. Yeah, these are money. These are just straight money. I think I'm gonna try to do center line. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these are borderline perfect. All right, we'll just keep working up here and see what else we can get. Now, there still are restrictions around the Capitol building, which I guess on one hand I'm glad for, because, you know, these people are just wild. But, you know, we can actually get pretty close. And so we're gonna get as close as we can and just get some more pictures. Because when in Rome, oh boy. Yeah. So imagine just on any given day being able to just walk right down the middle of East Capitol Street like this, uninterrupted. It's just me, look. You know, this is it. So for those of you who have been wondering sort of how I get out and what I get up to, you know, and everybody's like, stay at home. Hey, if you want to stay at home, stay at home. If you want to get out and capture history, get out and capture history. All right, I'm going to switch over to a couple different modes. I'm going to switch to non-flash for just a second. I don't know what this is going to do here. Actually not terrible. I feel like this is exactly where I got that shot. It is. It is. I wasn't able to come all the way down here before, so this is different. This is way different. And the last time I was down here, I had to use my 300mm lens to get a long shot, and they had, as a matter of fact, here I'm going to go take a picture of this just for nostalgia and old time's sake, but they had the police line up here. This is it right here. They had the police line, and this was a little checkpoint, and they were securing this rope here, and then the National Guard actually came out and broke up anybody, like there were photographers out here and people taking pictures, and they marched out here and said, all right, we're done for the day. And they canceled everybody. You know, we are just living in unprecedented times. And part of that is just capturing and documenting unprecedented events. So here we are. But nothing to be worried about, I don't think, today. Well, hopefully. You know, and I don't actually need to be out here too long. I was thinking in my head, my original plan was actually to start in Eastern Market and then get some nice like photos there. I thought it would be snowing, so I'm imagining Eastern Market while it's snowing. Just beautiful, and the people probably be sitting outside in those little igloos. You know, you can see the sweat and the COVID coming off of those things, but they make for great pictures. And I was really thinking that there would be an opportunity to get down there and then maybe even walk from Eastern Market to Navy Yard. But part of it was just wanted to get some sunset shots. That was the first thing. So I ran out of time. One with a person. One without a person. Yeah. So yeah, we're right up on the Capitol now. And right here on the intersection of East Capitol and 2nd Street. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. But Not a lot of activity, and I'm totally fine with that. They have, if I remember correctly, so they will have people posted at different sections and stuff. So it's just, hold on, let me get out of the road for a second. There's like one car coming. But let's see. But there's still some good shots, some good photos to be had here. But I don't know, I feel like I've just gotten so many pictures of the Capitol that it's like kind of, not old hat, but maybe I'll stand here for a second and, no. I don't know. Let's work it out. We've got plenty of shots of the Capitol. We've got some good ones there. Maybe we'll just sort of walk around for a second. I see peacock signs, and you know I start to get worried. So it's a tree preservation area. They are preserving these trees here. Oh, snap. Oh, like a massive construction material. Whoa. Man, that's a lot of light for not having light. Interesting. Oh boy. All right, let's get this thing up a little bit. Trying to get the best quality or, steam that I can here. Do we have any more center line shots? I don't know. It's a different feel. Right, coming low like this. Well, it's probably a lot darker now. Okay. Well, looks like we've got some ideal spots here. So this is really going to work well. I think we'll just do like a little bit of a loop. Anything else? Interesting composition. But man, we've got some cool stuff here. Work through a few different modes here. I feel like sometimes the auto modes, and that's why you really want to get over into shooting manually, it will overcorrect for a number of situations that you might not necessarily want it to correct for. Like you might want it to be darker, but it will bump that light up so much that see, now it's over here trying to use the flash. It's doing all kinds of stuff. All right, like this, I can't get enough of this. This is like, all right. yeah. Yeah, no one would forgive me for that. Something like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that smells good. Smells like District Love. All right, we're gonna go on this little center island here because it has some snow and some trees, and yeah, that's really the only reason. And I'm gonna try to use some leading lines here to compose a shot that otherwise would not exist. What a genius. What an absolute genius. I mean, it basically hit on the first shot, but yeah, and honestly, if I probably don't even need to get closer, I can just pull. And let's do one down here. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff that we're working with here. All right, let's just change the focus. Oh yeah. All right, and then just one or two more. It's such a cool little spot. We're on P here. Let's actually almost switch back to landscape. It's about the same. I like this here with the footprints. Yeah, you can see the actual footprint there. It's pretty cool.